Alright, I hope we're good. I don't even know if I remember how to film anymore.
It's a journey for life and I'm your ride. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a long overdue video. It has been, oh my gosh, probably like a month. At least 3 weeks. 3 weeks to a month since I have put out any content, or I don't even think I've been very active on social media at all. So I do apologize for that. I've mentioned, for those of you who have followed me for some time, you know that YouTube is just something that I do on the side as I have time. So I do have a full-time job, and that kind of takes me away sometimes. So I do the best I can with fitting in videos. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kristi, and in today's video, I'm just gonna have a little chat with you all. If you're new to my channel, my chat videos are not scripted. I just kind of sit down and just have a chat with my friends. So I kind of go all over the place, so just bear with me. Like I said though, I've been kind of off the grid, I guess you could say, for a little while. Just a lot going on. So I live in Florida. A lot of you know we had Hurricane Ian that came through. Thank you all to those who reached out and asked about us. We are fine. We had minimal damage. We had a little bit of damage to our pool cage. We had an aluminum roof that came off, like just this little back entrance to our garage. And then the grandson's wooden swing set, it's actually a swing set slide rock climb combo, that was kind of down on the ground, all broken apart. But my husband, with a few trips to Lowe's, was able to fix that, which Logan was extremely happy. He calls it his park. That's his little park. And when he came here after the hurricane had come through and he saw it all over the ground, he just put his little head down and he's like, oh no, my park is broken. So he was really happy to see that Papa had fixed that. And then we had a couple shutters that came off, and then lots and lots of tree limbs that we had to clean up, and also our dock, you could barely see it. It was pretty much buried underwater, but that's good now. The water has since gone down, so everything is good. I will say that we didn't get anything near what they got in the south. So I do want to mention, if you're in the south, in the Naples, Cape Coral, Fort Myers area, that area really did get hit. And my heart and prayers are going out to anybody who has lost loved ones, lost homes, and is still impacted by this hurricane. My heart and prayers go out to you. So because of the hurricane, we actually closed down for 3 days at my job. So when I got back to work, it was just crazy, and we had 3 days worth of things to catch up on. And it's just been one after another. We had some things in the community that kind of took me away from my videos, and then some family things. So just a lot going on that I just have to take care of that stuff before I can do my videos. So thank you for hanging in there with me, being patient while I've been dealing with life in general. All right, so I know a lot of you are wondering what my status is with, am I still trying to lose weight? What am I doing as far as counting calories, WW? So a lot of you know that I have been kind of transitioning. I was doing WW and then kind of counting calories at the same time. And then I wanted to try intuitive eating. Let me start by being completely transparent, completely honest, and completely real with you. If you have been like me, I'm 51 years old and I was dieting since like 14. If you have dieted basically your whole adult life, do not expect that you are going to be able to go into intuitive eating like that, because it's not going to happen. If it's happened and you have done it, let me know in the comments, because I am going to tell you, for me, it is a huge learning experience. I'm 51 years old. I've been dieting since I was 14, some kind of diet or another. Fluctuations, you know, lose all my weight, gain weight, lose weight. And then after menopause, it's just been a lot different as far as my weight gain. I find that I gain a lot more easily. If I am not moving all the time constantly, I gain very easy. And sometimes if I'm in a flare with my ulcerative colitis, it's hard for me to be moving as much as I need to be. So I've kind of found myself in a round robin. So intuitive eating has definitely opened my eyes to some things, the diet mentality. But I have to say that it is definitely not something that you can just flip a switch and all of a sudden you're eating intuitively, especially if you have dieted your whole life, because it's very hard to get those thoughts out of your mind that this food is good and this food is bad. And so I do want to continue using some of the things that I learned, some of the principles from intuitive eating, but I also want to do it while still losing weight, because I do still want to lose weight and I do still need to lose weight. I think just the direction that I'm going, I'm not quite there yet, but the direction I'm going, I think, is more just to do calorie counting. For me personally, I think that calorie counting is probably going to be something I'm going to work on. And I may even be kind of paying attention to my macros, so like the protein, fats, and carbs, and just trying to get a little bit more protein in. This is per conversation that I had with my doctor. She just thinks that just with everything I have going on with my age, with my metabolism, my menopause, things like that, she thinks that adding protein will definitely help. So I think that's the direction that I'm going. My whole thing though is I don't want to obsess about it. I don't want to have the diet mentality. I still want to try and do everything in moderation, 80-20. Now, as far as how many calories am I doing, my macros and all that, I'm not going to share that yet. I actually haven't quite figured out where I want to be. I want to take things slow and steady, but I also want to make sure that I'm incorporating different things in that help me in my body. So that is one thing I have learned, is that you can watch what I eat in a day videos. You can compare your calories to other people. You can look at the macros that other people are having, but you are your own unique person. You are so different. You're made different than anybody else. So you and I could be the exact same height, the exact same weight, the exact same frame, and we could eat the exact same calories, the exact same foods, and still have different results, because the way that I process food in my body is going to be completely different than the way that you process food in your body. It's good to get ideas from people, but you have to make them your own. So watch a video, get ideas, but make sure that you're making it your own. Now, I do want to put my normal disclaimer that everything I'm sharing as far as nutrition, weight loss, all that stuff, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist. However, I am a certified nutrition coach. So a lot of you know that I've been working on this. I have my name covered up. Most of you know my name, but I have it covered up just for those ones that happen to pop on this video. That's the only reason my name is covered up there. So a lot of you know I was working on the nutrition coach program through NASM, the National Academy of Sports Medicine, and I did finish that. And I also, let me show you this other one. So I got that one. That is a 2-year certification. So every 2 years I have to recertify. I have to take a new test and recertify. And then I also, let me cover up my name on this one. This one I don't have in a really good frame yet. This one I don't have to certify. This one I'm not certified in. It's just an extra class that I took. And this one is a behavior change specialist. So there we go. So I am a certified nutrition coach. Even with that, that doesn't mean that I am a registered dietitian or somebody who can give you advice on exact things that you eat. I can coach on nutrition, but I can't give you actual meal plans specific for you. Only a registered dietitian or doctor can do that. So just want to make sure to put that out there so people don't get confused on the two. So as always, make sure to consult your own doctor or dietitian. The things that I'm sharing are just based on my own personal experiences and some of the things that I've learned in the last year taking this course. So I mentioned in a previous video that I was working on it, and I don't intend to be a nutrition coach. Let me just say that. I did it for myself, to kind of coach myself. I've always been drawn to nutrition. I always tell my husband that it feels weird to be an obese woman with so much knowledge on nutrition, because I've always been drawn to nutrition. I've always understood, how nutrition works. And in fact, taking this course opened my eyes to a lot of things and I learned so much, but there was also so much in there that I already knew. But I feel like society has just looked at us that if we are an obese person, that means we just sit and stuff our faces all day, and that's not necessarily the case. While that might be the case for some people, for a lot of us it's not. It's just other struggles that we're dealing with. So that's something that I've worked on. I don't know, I may at some point maybe provide like help figuring macros and calories. I can probably do that, but while I would love to do one-on-one coaching, I just don't feel like I will ever have time to do that because, as you know, I barely have time to put up regular videos. So how am I going to fit one-on-one coaching? And I personally believe that for me to be a one-on-one coach with somebody means that I need to dedicate a lot of time to that person and, follow up throughout the week with emails. And to me, it's not just about getting on Zoom or whatever and talking about your calories and your macros and that's it. It's about, kind of having that relationship, that one-on-one relationship with that person and following through and checking on them and just coaching them along the way. And in order for me to feel good about doing a job like that, I have to make sure that I have the time, and I just don't feel like I have the time to do that right now. But I think what I might do is take some things out of what I've learned, and maybe each month I'll talk about something. Like maybe one month I'll talk about macronutrients. One month I'll talk about micronutrients. We talk about carbs and different things like that. But again, keep in mind that everybody's perception is different and everybody's body is different. So long story short, where am I at now? I feel like after taking the nutrition coach program, I really want to do what I said I was going to do and follow 80-20 rule, eat in moderation. But I do feel like I want to at least keep an eye on calories and macros, maybe not count them to the T right now, just kind of ease into them. But I really want to lose weight still. It's finding that middle ground between intuitive eating and dieting. So I do still plan on doing meal preps, and I do still plan on doing, my grocery hauls, the normal cook with me's, things like that. I may start doing kind of some topics on nutrition and just kind of chat about things like that. So let me know in the comments if there are certain topics that you would like to hear about. So I do want to thank you all so much for your patience. And also thank you for sticking around as I've transitioned from, WW and calories to wherever this takes me. I do appreciate it. I just really want to be as transparent as possible and share with you where I'm at along the way, even though I sometimes feel like I'm in limbo right now, especially with filming, because I'm so used to filming all about, WW points and all that. So sometimes I feel like I'm just in that limbo of the direction that I want to go. So I appreciate you all hanging in there with me as I move through this transition. I appreciate all your support, and I look forward to see where the future brings us. As always, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, and if you're new, I'd love to have you as part of our family. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one.
It's a journey.